Igbo ihe ọma na-atụtọ ekele mono ụbọchị kelechi anyị mana ebe nshikọ na-eshi eze bụ n'obere mmiri ochie ya n'etiti mmiri eze azụ elu ya ya wụrụ ka wuru ilu. I still remain your favorite custodian of Igbo culture and tradition, High Chief Awuze Golden Seed Oracle of the Mbwemeke Mbunambo of the Holy Kedru na Lekwebere. Oh yes. Now in today's episode of Igbo history, we're going to be looking at some biblical Igbo traditions before the advent of Christianity in Igbo land. You want to go? All right. If you are ready, let us look at them. Number one is Nsongwai. Yes, Nsongwai. In Igbo land, when a woman is in her monthly flow, when a woman is seeing her period, she neither stays in the quarters of her husband nor cook for her husband. Yes. And because during that period, it is considered that she is unclean. So within that 4 to 5 days, which she'll be seeing her monthly flow, she stays outside the quarters of her husband and she neither cooks for the husband. Yes, you might be asking yourself that, is this really an Igbo tradition? Yes, it is. Now let me tell you, even till today, before a woman enters the palace of the Obi of Onitsha, one of the basic inquiries they will make is to check if the woman is in her flow, is in her period. If she is, she will not be allowed to enter the palace of the Obi of Onitsha till today. Go and verify. Now we are looking at Igbo traditions that have biblical backings. Yes, if you look at the book of Leviticus chapter 15, 19 to 20, backs it up. Yes, just search through it in any translation, any version of the scripture that you have. But let me just tell you, Leviticus chapter 15 verse 19 and 20. Let me read from the Bible I have here. It says, when a woman has her monthly period, she remains unclean. Anyone who touches her or anything she has sat on becomes unclean. So number 2 is Alobi. The Igbo man's ancestral heritage is not sellable. Alobi is talking about an ancestral land that has moved from one generation to another. It is received by the firstborn son of every family. Yes, so and that particular land is not sellable. If peradventure, because of the influence of the Western culture, that it is being sold, that person is considered as a fool, and most times the person is ostracized from the family, from kindred, and it can go to the length of from the community at large. Yes. If you look at 1 Kings chapter 21 verse 3, this was Naboth saying something. He said, I inherited this land from my ancestors, and God forbid that I sell it. This is Naboth speaking. Number 3 is Ikuchiwai. Igbos have practiced the taking of a late brother's wife into marriage after she has been widowed. He had been doing this before the coming of the white men. So, but currently it is rarely done. It is rarely done, but originally this is one of the things that Igbos practice. When a woman loses the husband, one of the brothers is said to marry the late brother's wife. Yeah. Deuteronomy chapter 25 verse 5. It says, a widow of a dead man is not to be married outside of the family. It is the duty of the dead man's brother to marry her. Number 4 is Igbo Dibo. Igbo Dibo. In Igbo land, there's a unique form of apprenticeship where a male family member who happens to be in his teens goes to spend a couple of years, 6 to 7 years, depending on the agreement, with the family, with another family, and there he works for them, helps them in trading and other chores. Then, on the 7th year of the service, the person who he's serving will have to settle him with, most times, cash or tools to start up life, and some other things that could help him stand up as a man and have a better life. This tradition continues because even after serving somebody, by the time he gets to a particular time, a younger person will also have to come to him and serve him, and it continues. That is one of the greatest Igbo apprenticeship program that has built millionaires in Igbo land. Yes. Exodus chapter 21 verse 2 says, if you buy a slave, he shall serve you for 6 years. On the 7th year, he is to be set free without having to pay you anything. All right. The 5th one is Iriji. In Igbo land, the yam is very important as it is their staple crop. There are celebrations such as the New Yam Festival, which are held for the harvesting of the yam. New Yam Festival is celebrated annually to secure a good harvest of the staple crop, which is the yam. In the olden days, it is an abomination to eat the new harvest before the festival. So it is a tradition that you have to first give to the gods of the harvest as a form of thanksgiving before mortals can go ahead to eat the harvest. Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 9. I'm going to read from the Bible I have here. Deuteronomy chapter 16 verse 9. It says, count 7 weeks from the time that you begin to harvest the crops and celebrate the harvest festival to honor the Lord your God by bringing him a free will offering in proportion to the blessing he has given you. Celebrate in the Lord's presence together with your children, servants, foreigners. Be sure that you obey my commands, said the Lord. All right, so number 6 is Ibugu. Ibugu. In Igbo land, it is a tradition that all male children are to be circumcised on the 8th day. Yes, this practice is still being observed till date. Yes, circumcision is one practice that will never be wiped off from Igbo land. Leviticus chapter 12 verse 3 says, on the 8th day, the child shall be circumcised. Number 7 is Omugo. The Omugo. In Igbo land, there is a practice called Ilo Omugo. After a woman has given birth, a very close relative of hers, most times her mother, is expected to spend a couple of weeks and months with her to help her nurture the child and clean her up, prepare some things for her, and take care of her and the newborn baby. So she is to do all of the work of the wife in the house, all of the chores, the cookings, the bathing of the baby, and taking care of the house, the cleaning, and a whole lot. Then after the couple of weeks or months must have come to an end, as she's going back, it is expected that she is being treated fine and gifts being given to her as she goes back to her husband or to the village. Leviticus chapter 12 verse 1 to 4. Let me read from the Bible I have here. It says, for 7 days after a woman gives birth, she is ritually unclean as she is during her monthly period. It will be 33 days until she is ritually clean from the loss of blood. She is not to touch anything that is holy. Yes. So you see that. So during the period of the Ilomogo, she lives outside the chambers of her husband. So that is that. With these very few ones that I've been able to put out, you will get to understand that our ancestors have practiced these traditions even before the advent of the white man in Igbo land. Now, you begin to ask yourself, what exactly did the white man bring that is new to the Igbo people? Onwero. Nothing at all. Just that what happened was the playing down of what we already had in Igbo land, and inferiority complex made some of our people look down on what they already have also, because if you don't look down on what you have, nobody can look down on it for you. Yes. So I think the game there was a game of the mind. If you can be able to win the game of the mind, you have won the game of life generally. All right. With these little ones I've been able to put out, you are already sure that the Igbo tradition is not as evil as it was painted. Yes. All right. So see you next time when we drop our next video. And please support us by subscribing to our YouTube channel and liking our posts, share our contents. Comment is very, very important. I'll keep saying it. All right. See you next time. Bye.